How you doing, guys? And this is Candor, and you are my Candorians. Anyway, we are here playing Immortals Phoenix Rising. Shall we get into it, folks? Yes, we shall. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Oh, there's... Sorry about guys. Let's get into the new game, and it will get.
Difficulty by selecting easy. Story. You enjoy a good story and aren't really looking for a challenge. This is meant for new players or those not wanting to hurt themselves while playing enemy difficulty.
So basically, in this one, in the story one, you get full regeneration, which honestly is helpful because in a lot of these battles, you get scrapped. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love a good fight, but when I can't actually battle, it's hard. So.
Beautiful, marvel divine, wisest Athena, mighty Poseidon, the Earth-shaker, Zeus Artemis, with her deadly aim set to pierce even the heart of a hummingbird. Pain-type pigs, all of them. I see you there. Come closer.
Help me! Someone help! Someone!
None of this is your fault. You're the victim. All the mortals are. Made in the bone workshop of Food. Jagged reflections from a broken mirror. Behold your god! This one killed 6 innocent children to satisfy her rage. They squabble, burn with jealousy, cheat, fight and murder. They're cruel, vindictive and selfish. And let the heel of Achilles, these witnesses will be their undoing. I have no such flaws. The rest have fallen. Only one stands between me and the rehabilitation of Olympus. Only the foulest, most arrogant, narrow-minded coxswain son of Kronos who trapped me beneath the earth. The one and only Zeus!
How I've missed you, Prometheus, my favorite cousin.
You chained me to this rock and fed my liver to an eagle.
Out of love.
Aha. You need my help. Typhon is free.
You once fought beside his allies, the Titans. Convince him to stand down.
It's not that simple. He is even blocking my ability to glimpse the future. I cannot see past him. Go on. Blast me.
I can't. He took my lightning. He took everything. Even the other gods are missing.
Look to the mortals.
That's done. Those evil, imbecilic, tasteless parasites were all turned to stone.
One of those evil parasites is about to save your royal ass.
My ass is safely lodged in the Aegean stables, and mortals will never be anything but a mistake.
Care to make a wager? If I'm right, my sin of stealing fire and ensuring their survival becomes a blessing.
You find your punishment unjust?
It's a little... extreme. Do we have a deal?
If you win, I'll end your punishment and set you free. But if I win, you help me stop Typhon, Whatever it takes.
Very well. Let the tale of Phoenix be my redemption!
Oh no, not one of your stories. How long is this going to...
Cut him off. It's like, oh, seriously, folks.
My tale
Between.
begins at sea.
Oh, hold
A
on.
ship
I'll
of
tell you in a second.
soldiers returning from a faraway battle. Their victory ambushed by an unexpected storm. The sea tossed and turned. Waves churned to a froth. The line between sky and sea all but vanished. The mountainous peaks of the waves descended into valleys nearly as deep as Tartarus.
You're really painting a picture here.
It's an art. Point is, the ship didn't stand a chance.
Comparing him to a good god. If you look into mythology, I'm inclined to go on Typhon's side as far as the gods being selfish, pricks, jealous, and vengeful.
A shield bearer who dreamt of battle, but had seen nary a
Wait,
skirmish.
don't tell me.
Okay, so
Hairstyle. Hairstyle.
okay, yeah, I'm cool with it.
There, I see her clear as day.
The lowest ranked among them, a shield bearer who dreamt of battle, but had seen nary a skirmish. A teller of tales, not a doer of deeds. Phoenix.
What a name! Phoenix! Sounds like the sound a dumb bird makes when it lights itself on fire, which would be ridiculous. Although, I should write that down.
Washed up on an unknown shore, Phoenix awoke.
Look a ghost! Captain! Can anyone hear me? Looks like the only way off this beach is up that cliff.
Yeah, there's a stamina concept to this game, and at times it's annoying, but it's actually really cool. I like it. If you guys are thinking Breath of the Wild, as far as that style, yeah, it's what it is.
Through a trick of the light, she could almost see them waving and calling to her.
Phoenix! Again! You may not be your brotherly Giron, but I will make something of you yet.
Hold my shield. Try not to drop it this time.
I didn't see you there.
Don't let them get to you. They're just jealous. It's not often someone has a brother like yours.
Local ghost! Local ghost! Can you hear me? You've gone cold. What magic is this? Legiron, where are you, brother?
Unarmed and lost, Phoenix was vulnerable.
I have to be calm. I have to follow my training. My brother's sword! No! Lagiron! Brother! You've always been my hero, my North Star. I will bring you back. I swear it.
Phoenix had never been allowed to hold the hallowed sword, a gift from Achilles for bravery in battle. It balanced perfectly in her palm, as if forged for it.
Achilles' sword? Brother must have been good in battle.
Is something wrong with your voice?
I never got a sword. Just saying.
Phoenix looked up. She was not alone.
By the gods! Stay back!
She readied her sword for her first real fight. Phoenix felt her training come into focus.
I should be able to survey the land from up there.
Yep.
This is the largest statue of Hermes I've ever seen. I wonder who built it.
Besieged by challenge, totally alone, this young hero was determined to save her fellow soldiers and brother.
Boring! Can we skip this part?
No, this is important for the sense of atmosphere.
The great storyteller, I'll tell you. I'd be hooked on this guy. And yes, I actually got
Hermes, my old friend. It's an honor
addicted to the storytellings of
Just don't tell anyone I'm speaking to you. I got in enough trouble for memorizing stories instead of tilling the soil back at home. And then the other soldiers, well, they really don't appreciate a good story. What is this? It smells like honey, and the first day of spring, and my first kiss, all rolled into one.
Phoenix got into the ambrosia too? Prometheus!
You worried, Zeus, about losing this bet?
Please, she can't use it anyway.
yet. It's like, she can't do anything with it. Yet. It's like, oh, what's the matter, Zeus? You worried? Oh. No, I'm not worried. I mean, it's not like she could do anything with it. We'll see. See, I'm pretty sure Prometheus saw a glimmer. He didn't see anything past Typhon. But he did see there was a way, and it was with this mortal. And that's why he weaved the story. He's a story weaver.
So far, all you have shown me is a mortal soldier who has fought one real battle, and Typhon grows stronger by the hour. Don't toy with me, Prometheus.
I swear to you that soldier shall be our salvation. For if she fails and Typhon defeats us, Zeus, king of gods, the world will fall to chaos.
A temple of Apollo. If it has an oracle or a seer, they could help me undo this curse. A griffin? But they aren't real.
Let me go! Help!
Hey! I'll save you!
Somehow.
need to find a way to reach that rift.
Yes, the path has been revealed.
How to get down? The pond!
Well, Geronimo.
Phoenix felt Ligiron's blade with every step. Its weight a reminder of the heavy responsibility.
You gave him your blade? Oh, Achilles.
I meant to ask, why exactly would you expect to receive a sword from Achilles?
Oh, as an offering. Just a routine offering from someone who gazed into your eyes and told you you were special. That's all. I left a rose on his breastplate. Got something in my eye. Keep going.
I love how he's talking like he actually loved Achilles.
Who's done this to you?
Prometheus, stop with the mortal pity party and get to the action part.
Fine.
Now that's more like it.
Insensitive.
Had been shed by Typhon's minions, metal of the gods, threw itself to Phoenix, as if wanting to be forged into something greater.
Oh yeah.
I'll have to swim to the other shore.
Yeah, I didn't see this last time I played this, so I'm glad I'm doing this. And yes, it's ambrosia, the gods' own pleasure food.
Unlike the mortal flesh, which had been frozen into marble, the pomegranate sprung forth defiantly, bursting with life.
Funny thing is,
Can you hear?
here's a tip on the whole pomegranate. The basic story is, it came from the underworld. There was an actual story of, I can't remember what hero it was, or it was a myth basically saying if you eat the food of the underworld, you stay in the underworld, and the food on the underworld was a pomegranate of all things. It's actually pretty funny. I love that story because I'm like, I told my mom that and she goes, huh, and she munches it and I'm sitting there going, I'm actually surprised you didn't think not to eat it, because she used to be religious. That's why I found it hilarious.
I found your axe!
Phoenix approached the axe, feeling it call to her.
Looks like the axe of Atalanta. Must be a copy. Although...
But before Phoenix could claim it, the axe was pulled into the pit by a terrible force.
Who knocks upon my door?
No one?
You think that old trick will work on me? Come into my parlor, said the Cyclops to the sailor.
Isn't that what the best poetry is about?
Well, that's the end of Phoenix. Perfectly passable storytelling. I won't lie, there were moments that dragged, but you really got me with that ending. Now,
Everybody
let's settle up.
is
Trying
Zeus.
for you to help me against
That's funny.
Typhon.
Direct Zeus, creator of the
It's
world
not
Zeus,
over yet.
torture
Not by
inventor
a
Zeus,
long shot.
bumbling storyteller Prometheus. It's like I feel like they did that shit on purpose because it was actually pretty funny. Because it would be Zeus's thing. He would be.
What is this place?
Indeed. What was this strange place?
It's Tartarus.
Just exactly where had Phoenix landed?
Tartarus! The nasty abyss where I imprisoned Typhon. He must have opened rifts into the vaults of the underworld when he escaped. You know it, I know it. Say it!
Phoenix wasn't, sure.
I hate you!
Aren't you intrigued?
No. Keep going.
It's like I am not interested. Keep going. I love how he did that too. It's like she is also in Tar. Well, you know, asshole. That's one of the biggest reasons why I love this freaking game. It's hilarious. The conversation between Zeus and Prometheus is fucking hilarious.
Little one, or very foolish. Let's see if you can meet my challenge, or if you will fall like all the others.
Who are you? Hello?
Yeah. Mind you, I don't remember how to do this, so you're gonna have to bear with me, folks. Oh, there we go. Literally right there. I just have to look. Dum-dum. Yes, I'm calling myself a dum-dum because I truly am a dum-dum. There we go. I got some. Alright. Let's do.
I can't see you yet, but I will.
Nothing more than a. Nothing more annoying than a peeping Tom, huh, folks?
What's this? Wings.
Phoenix ran her hands over them, noticing that several pieces were missing, as if someone had ripped them apart.
They seem to be man-made. I wonder how they work. If they even work. Whoa! They actually work!
Sort of.
Sort of. The axe!
Give him the axe, give him the axe.
Deadliest of hunters, swiftest of
I had to do it.
fallen at the hands of Typhon.
It's within my nature.
You turned a lot of people into a lot of things.
I need to stop drinking.
And now you fall, little one.
The only time I'll ever fall, pal, is me falling from laughing at your disformed ass.
You're still standing? I sense something more in you.
That's the thing about you immortal beings. You always assume that we mortal beings will die.
Scattered, hidden by Typhon.
It's over! Phoenix is Helios Ash. No one can handle those bolts but me.
Oh, really?
A replica of Zeus's lightning bolt? No way!
Power surged through Phoenix. It was too much for her to bear.
What's happening to me?
Bye-bye, mortal.
And then, just like that, it stopped.
No!
The wings grounded the lightning. They were designed to withstand storms.
That shouldn't be possible.
And yet, this is just the beginning.
Like I said, immortals. They're such whiny babies when they realize they aren't the only ones to surpass reality. Humanity has the same ability. In fact, they were born of beings that can.
And living to tell the tale, Phoenix emerged victorious.
For now?
For now?
That stranger I was chasing. Where did he go?
With the wings, she would be able to flit across the ancient bridge and find out.
I wouldn't just strap on discarded junk. Who knows where those have been?
Many a night, Phoenix had told tales of a genius, an inventor named Daedalus, and his extraordinary wings. Perhaps someone copied their design, Phoenix mused.
So junk. Ooh, maybe it's cursed.
See, that's what I'm talking about with these guys. Is they think to themselves, you know what? There has to be you know, a curse. I mean, what's the fun in that if there wasn't? I'm sitting there thinking to myself, it's like, you really have an issue, don't you? Just because you're bored and you think people deserve to, you know, die. Oop, dang. Dang it! Dang it! Okay, cool. Okay, I need to... Mind you, it is a bit of a climb. Gotta get to a place where I can... I don't think I'm gonna make it. Even if I jump, I'm not gonna make it. Fuck, guys. Yeah, I wasn't gonna make it. Yeah. Okay, so... How am I gonna... The only way I can... Oh, there we go. Okay, now I see. I can see why I can do that. Okay, cool. Just get a lot of these. Okay, now I get it. I got it. I got it, guys. Alright, should I go? Yeah, I'm gonna do it here, because it's a lot easier. And I have plenty of time. Okay, cool. It was a lot easier going through the cliffs, folks.
I'm coming to help! Hold on!
Alright, okay, here. Let's see.
If only Lagiron was here. He's the famous hero, not me. What am I going to do? Put the fiends of Tartaros to sleep with storytelling?
Mind you, yeah, there's an Olympic one. Yeah, if you guys are thinking Olympic tracks, yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Because literally, this is what it looks like to me. Sticking into the portal, and coins of Chiron.
A strange coin, bearing Charon's mark.
Typhon stole those too? Charon was saving up for a bridge!
Poor Charon. If you guys are wondering who Charon is, he's the ferryman to the underworld. Basically, he's the... Just imagine a Grim Reaper looking people, and he's the guy that he takes you to the other side of the River of Styx, or the River of Death, in the underworld. This is just Greek mythology, mind you. And yes, I knew a lot, so if you ever have any questions, folks, I don't mind. If I know the legend, I can... If I don't, I could look it up. Mind you, anybody could look it up. But what I'm saying is... It's nothing... I don't have any issues of helping you guys. So any questions about any of these myths? Feel free to ask. These are pretty much my favorite stories, so me and Phoenix have a lot in common.
Gorgon? They're real. What's that glimmering? Maybe if I sneak up on it.
And instant kill. I pulled an Assassin's Creed, folks.
These bracers. I've seen them in drawings. They can't be.
Ah, but they were. Heracles, mightiest of mortals, slayer of beasts, defied Hera and accomplished the impossible wearing those bracers. And now, they belong to Phoenix.
Through damn luck.
Always a whiner, aren't you, Jesus?
Stop! Over here! Fight someone who's armed instead!
That was actually a very smart move. Made sure that he got away and you also survived the frickin' encounter.
So, Phoenix, after boldly besting the Gorgon that ambushed Heracles.
What are you doing there? That thing with your voice?
Heracles?
Yeah, that.
That is how it's supposed to be pronounced.
Seems like a lot of work, but it's your funeral.
Except I can't die.
Don't remind.
It's like, it's your funeral. I can't die. Yeah, I know. Trust me. Not from lack of trying on my part. That's funny as hell. Yeah, I know. The reason why he was sent to a place where basically most people would died of. Prometheus was sent there to be tortured because he couldn't actually physically die. And it's actually, to me, it's funny. It's like, oh, you can't die physically. Well, that doesn't mean I can't hurt you. Ha ha ha. And that was Zeus's reasoning. Literally, that was the whole reason why he did it. Track the fleeing man to the turtle-shaped island. Okay, turtle-shaped island. Yeah, there was another myth, and I'm pretty sure it's an Indian mythology, that the world is on top of a giant turtle. Okay, so gold ember, yay. Okay, so oh, there we go. It's like, why am I here? Okay, there we go. Yeah, gold ember. Track the fleeing man to the...
Tutorials.
Sorry, folks. I'm trying to remember. Well, I mean, there is technically... Ouch. I'm surprised I didn't take any damage for that. I was like, bam! That was the best faceplant. Bam! I didn't take any damage out of pure surprise, to be honest. Okay, so golden opportunity. Yeah, I know. To the gold. Yeah. I am as he says, I am here. If you're wondering who is he, well, I'll tell you. Me tell you. Ah, there we go. Okay, okay, folks.
I feel like I could lift a mountain.
If only those bracers could move this one.
Hades alive! You two, get a room!
It's like, if only I can lift them. I feel like I can lift a mountain. If only, if only. That's why I love this game, man. It's just like the little commentaries. It's just hilarious. Yeah, I'm not losing any strength or any thing, so I should be okay. There we go. I'm gonna go over here. And of course, there was a rock there. Hey, it's fine. There we go. And of course, there was a rock. Oh my god, so I had to go all the way around just to catch that damn rock. Whatever. I don't care. There we go. So we go in here.
If he fell into that vault, I'll save you! I promise!
So I don't know how, but I'll do it!
So let me get this straight.
That was a
Instead of
face
heating
plant.
up the Temple of Apollo to speak with the Oracle, Phoenix is hightailing it after this stranger?
Phoenix, truly a good person, sought to help the mysterious stranger. But she never lost sight of the fact that she was getting ever closer to the Temple of Apollo, and the solution to the terrible curse inflicted upon her brother and fellow soldiers.
Oh yes. Remind me to erase my own faults with narration. Zeus, truly a good person, murdered his first wife by getting her to turn into a fly and then ate her.
Wait, that's what happened to Metis? I thought she was visiting her sister in Babylon.
Oops.
Yeah. Like I said, the gods are selfish beings. And yes, I believe what Typhon was saying was the truth. Gods, if you look into the stories, they are egotistical pricks that only think of themselves. Never once have I thought, maybe there could be redemption. Bullshit. I know there's always a redemption, even from beings like that. Mind you, I also believe that there is also a turning point. Every being has a turning point, to the point where it's like, okay, I'm optimistic, but I'm not a fool.
Odysseus!
Yeah, Atalanta, Achilles, Odysseus, and Heracles.
Wielding power requires more than deft footwork, little one. Let's see if you have control.
Who are you? Show yourself!
One of my favorite stories is of So, you guys ever seen the story of
The targets seemed easy enough to hit, but the third would require the focus of a master archer.
Forget it! Kids today play seashells, they skip rocks, stare at the wall. You know, they're hyperactive.
This from the god who thinks a week constitutes a long-term relationship.
cheap shot. And I'm not talking about my arrow either. Okay, so the
Keep that steady hand, little one, and you might just survive.
asshole. Okay, so the one of my favorite stories was of Odysseus, the hero of the Trojan War. My favorite story is the one where his most beloved basically put out the most challenge. She put out a challenge that she knew only one man can do, right? Only one man, and it was her husband. So basically, she puts it in row, like I don't remember, it was 13 or something axes, and there was loops in each axe. Well, what she didn't tell anybody was, I think she found out that her husband came home, and like it's because these guys were complete and utter pricks, and so what happened was this challenge was basically to prove it's like guys, if you really want this, then fine, I can make it easy for you. You have to do one thing and one thing only, and I promise I promise you could have me and all of Odysseus's kingdom. You have to do only one thing though. And you know what that was, guys? You had to place one single arrow, only one, through all 13 axe handles. Mind you, there was a whole, like basically a loop at the end of each axe. It was basically and mind you, these axes were perfectly aligned. Like there was no problem if you were a good enough archer. But apparently back then, that kind of archery skill was like nowhere in between. So, you know what? So basically, what happened was she had every man that wanted to try it basically do it. I mean, there was no if I remember correctly, there was different versions that there was a punishment or not, but like everybody tried, and it was like, wait, this is impossible, nobody could do this. Well, apparently everybody tried, failed, and everybody had to leave, saying, I was like, well, it isn't fair. You know, you could have just told us you didn't want to marry. It's like, no, I said, and I quote, you had to do it this way. I never said you couldn't do it. So, that's the funny part. This old man, out of nowhere, goes, let me try, dearie. She did. She let the old man try, and sure enough, in the first shot, all 13. Well, I remember. Like I said, I don't remember exactly, but it was like 13 or something. Axe handles, all through them. Right? It's like, and everybody's like, how? What the? It's like, they were all sputtering. They were like sitting there thinking to themselves, like, how in the. And before anybody else could say anything more, the old man undisguised himself, and it was Achilles. It was Achilles, and Achilles smiled, looked at everybody, basically everybody realized, oh, of course, his wife. There was different versions of this, that his wife basically either knew that the old man was not Achilles, sorry, Odysseus. Sorry, I apologize. It was Odysseus. It was that did this, and his wife was as cunning as he was. Mind you, back then that's a rarity. Now, a woman as loyal and ingenious as this, it's virtually an instinct concept. I'm sorry, folks, but lately you're either kind or malicious. Very rarely it's both. I'm not saying women can't be smart and malicious. No. You see, malicious and kind are two different things. Two horribly different things. Very rarely can they be kind and smart.
And the strength of Heracles, Phoenix was ready to face whatever the future had in store.
That's it? That's all she has going for her? Pfft, good luck.
Like I was saying, if you guys have issues that I'm saying what I'm saying, I apologize, but this is my honest opinion, and it's not towards any women in general.
The desire to save her comrades and brother hardened Phoenix's resolve.
Ah, too easy.
It's not towards women that I have issues with. It's the blatant attitude that they are owed something. That has been always my biggest issue. Which is why I feel like whenever I hear these stories about these women being extremely loyal, I'm thinking to myself, it's like, man, I wish I was at least, you know, I wish I could make my own legend, you know, like a woman that loved me for who I am, despite whether or not I'm rich or poor. There's lately, and I'm gonna say this right now, folks, and you guys are gonna hate me for it, probably. That's fine, I'm okay with that. There's very rare women that think that a man has anything to benefit without money. Basically saying women these days, all they see in a man is what benefit or benefits would a man give her in the relationship. See, that's not how that works. A perfect example.
It's over. You can come out.
No thanks.
Options.
a perfect example of a good relationship was what I just told you, the Odysseus. Mind you, I'm not saying that you guys should have to wait 10 scaling years, almost 10, 12 years for the right man. No, folks, I am not trying to say that. What I'm saying is there's no loyalty anymore. The loyalty can be bought out. Like, seriously, I've heard more cheating stories, more divorce stories on all kinds of platforms, and it's ridiculous. And it's been more lately. Before, I always hear the great stories about people saying, hey, we've been together for 40 years. Now I'm hearing stories of these people getting divorced after 2 years because one or both cheating on each other or being petty enough to basically get more money out of the other. And the worst, one of my worst stories is I heard that a lady, and I'm going to say this right now, I don't remember what the story was about, to be honest, but other than the lady was basically trying to use the child, because they had a child, a little girl, maybe 5 years old if I remember correctly. The little girl was basically being used as a pawn by the mother to extract money from the father, and the mother neglected the child to the point where the poor kid had to fend for herself, eating practically moldy bread while the mother was out partying all the time. About a year later, mind you, the story did end in a happy note that the little girl wound up with her father. Sorry, long story short, yeah, the father finally got the little kid, and it was a happy ending, but the mother, it shouldn't have happened because the court system gave her custody. And for what, folks? Because the woman, and I'm going back to my original point here, the woman was manipulative. She was extremely manipulative to the point where the court said, oh yeah, the kid's gonna be more happier with you. Ladies and gentlemen, the kid was malnourished. And no, I'm not saying all women are bad. No. I'm not saying that. No way in hell I'm saying that. Trust me, I was raised by my mother, folks, and I'm just putting it out there. I was raised by my mother that worked tooth and nail to keep me fed, to keep clothes on my back. That's why I believe that it could be both sides. Because my father was a complete and utter prick. He left us literally high and dry. So folks, I am not saying women can be horrible. No. Well, technically they can be, but so can men. And I'm the product of the man being the jackass. Sorry guys, I didn't mean to go too far into that story. I apologize. And anyway, on that note, I apologize, and yes, I'm going to do another video. Please like, subscribe, and like I said, subscribe, folks. Please subscribe. Like my videos, and I'll be back soon with another Immortals Phoenix Rising. Thank you very much, and be a very good guys. Be good. If you can't be good, be careful. If you can't be careful, how many times have I told you not to pull the damn pin? Good gods, you know what happens next. Kaboom! Anyway, take care. Have a good rest of your night, and happy holidays.